Okay, time for last stretch and fold. So I lift up. I've now done, this will be my fourth one. The dough is a lot more silky and smooth and less sticky. It's still a little bit sticky, but it's more workable. I am going to do the stretch and folds here, and then I'm going to let it sit until it is 50 to 100% doubled in or bigger than it is now. So that fluctuates depending on what I have going on. You don't want it to overproof. One time I left it overnight and forgot about it, and the next morning it was like splurging out the sides, and it was so slack that I couldn't shape it at all. But you want it to be, you want it to grow a fair amount. I think that I would err on the side of underproofing rather than overproofing. Usually it depends on the temperature of your house. It depends on how active your starter was, like how robust it was, how well it's been fed, and how much it's working to improve your dough. But usually it's springtime now, and it's probably like 70 degrees in my house, and it'll take probably 5 or 6 hours before I want to touch it again. So basically you just stretch and fold that last time, and then you let it sit for the 5 or 6 hours at room temperature. And then what we're going to do is put some flour on the counter, divide the dough because I made a quadruple batch, and then you form it into a rectangle. You can put fillings in it. I'll show you how to roll it up, and then you put it on some parchment paper in a bowl in the fridge, covered overnight, and then bake it tomorrow. The cool thing about sourdough, I mean, it takes time, but it's not like I've spent the whole day working on it. I just every once in a while come and do stretch and folds. And then you can leave it for 1 to 3 days in the fridge before you bake it, depending on what your schedule is like. Echo, stop. And that allows you to make the dough a little bit more in advance. The longer that you bulk ferment, which means or cold proof, sorry. Bulk ferment is right now where it's just going to sit as one big loaf before it's formed, and it's going to develop. And then you're going to cold proof it, which is where you put it in the fridge once it's formed and shaped into its ball that it's going to be for the final loaf. That you can do for a couple days so that the sourdough starter can work its magic and break down the gluten and make it really good for you to eat.